Okay, this is exciting. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please bear with me because this is my very first video ever. So if I'm a little awkward or if I'm talking to the camera a little weird, then that is why. But as you can tell probably by the title, I'm going to be talking about my testimony and my walk with God and kind of why I decided to upload this video today. So I didn't grow up religious. I never really went to church together with my family. I did go to vacation Bible school occasionally, every summer, but my dad was in the military, so he moved around a lot. So our religious stability wasn't really in the picture. It wasn't until recently, earlier this year, that I truly found God, and it was through my cousin actually, who was talking about her faith, and she invited me to Bible study one day, and I just fell in love. I was just so drawn towards the Lord, and after I went to that Bible study, I truly just felt home. I felt called home by God, and I had ordered my Bible actually before I went to Bible study because I don't know, I just felt like it was time for me to get one. I didn't even know if I was gonna like Bible study. I didn't even know that that was gonna be my path. I just bought a Bible, and if that's not God, then I don't know what is. But yeah, wow. So in high school, I was on this spiritual journey. I was the crystal girl, the tarot girl, not really using them to guide me and as, putting my faith in them, but I used them for I guess maybe an energy thing, to balance my energy or to just receive some affirmation from, oracle cards. They weren't really tarot, but it was the oracle cards, and bro, those things are so not of God. At the time, I wasn't using them for my faith, and I wasn't putting my faith in the crystals, you know what I mean? But I was still, oh, let me pick a crystal today. Oh, crystal of the day. Oh, put this in my pocket, you know what I mean? And bringing it with me for good luck, essentially, for good energy. And all this whole time, it was really God. That was my whole energy and my good luck and it was God. I needed God this whole time. And even when I would manifest, which is what I would call, praying. Now I pray. At the time when I didn't know God, I would try to manifest and talk to the universe. So I would talk to the creation, not the creator. And that is why I didn't feel connected. Even no matter how many times I would try to manifest and let my worries go and give it to the universe, I just couldn't. I was anxious, I was worried, I just felt like I needed to be in control of my life, and that was causing me anxiety. Not knowing if I was being heard and if my, manifestations were being heard. It's because I was putting my faith into the creation. I was putting my faith into the creation, not the creator. Truly, now, I feel so just relieved and so calm knowing that I can give my anxieties and just the worries I have, I can give it to God. And I know He's listening, I know He's there for me. And it's just a really beautiful feeling having that relationship with Him now, because now I don't even have to worry. I mean, I am human, sometimes I do worry, sometimes those thoughts and feelings come out, but for the most part, I just know that God has got my back, and it is such a beautiful feeling knowing who your creator is. And oh my goodness. Now I want to talk about kind of how I got baptized. So it was honestly, I was debating whether or not I should and if it was the right time for me, but I went to church on Resurrection Sunday, and the pastor was just like, if any of you guys have given your life to Christ and have not been baptized yet, now is your time, come on up. And I don't know, I just felt this pull. It's the Holy Spirit just pushed my spirit forward. I can't explain it. None other than God Himself pushed me to get baptized, because I don't know, it was just my time. It was my time. And I was so excited and I wasn't even scared. There were so many people there that day. I was just like, I didn't know anyone. I only knew my cousin there pretty much. And yeah, I didn't care. You know, all I cared about was giving my life to Jesus Christ. I will never ever forget that day, and I just love talking about that day. I hope I'm not talking too fast because I don't know, just there are so many points in this video that I want to talk about. But that brings me to this camera and to me sitting in front of it right now and making this video right now. When I was really little, I grew up with my sisters and we would make these little skits and home videos. I don't even know if we still have any of them. I'd have to find them. But, and even recently, maybe when I was like 13, there was like a Halloween video that I put on YouTube. It's deleted now, but I remember like editing it super funny, and my sister, I could hear her in her bedroom like laughing so hard at it. But yeah, so me and my siblings would make cute little skits and with our friends too, and we would edit them. And we had a friend named Izzy, and she showed us on iMovie how to edit, and I thought that was the coolest. Maybe a little earlier than that, when I was like 11, 12, I had my first phone and I was really into photography. But not that I gave up on that passion, but just that I was led to other things. That leads me to kind of where I'm at now in life. So actually a week or so after I got baptized, I found out about this internship. That whole process truly felt divinely guided by God, because it was something that like popped into my life like that. And at first I was like, oh, let me apply for fun, like just for fun, because, you know, what are the odds that I actually get accepted? So I applied actually while I was walking around Universal with my friends. I was on the phone. I was like, sorry guys, because like I didn't want to miss anything. I think the deadline was coming up to apply. 20 minutes later, I got an email saying I was accepted for a phone interview. And I was like, no way. So I make the date for I think a week later, and I was so nervous. I was like, my heart was beating out of my chest. But the whole time between my acceptance for the interview and, you know, leading up till, I just remember putting my complete faith in God. Look, I know that if this is meant for me, you will lead me to it. You will help me get there, and it is all glory to you. I can't explain it, because it was the same feeling that I felt when I got baptized. Like, just my spirit knew I was supposed to be there. I just can't explain it. I just don't know how to explain it. And then after the interview, it took about a week or so, I think, to hear back, and I got that email saying I was accepted, and I just felt so warm. Like, my spirit felt so high. Like, I knew it was from God, and I can't explain how grateful I am. And you're probably wondering, what is the interview that I got accepted to? Well, that is why I bought my camera. This is one of the main reasons why God led me to buying this camera. So, drum roll please. I got accepted into the Disney College program. Guys, what is life? And okay, I didn't really grow up going to Disney all the time, because like I said, I moved around every 2 years of my life. But I've been there like once or twice, and it makes me emotional every time going there, because it's just, I associate it with childhood, and you know, I was like, this is so cool, like living at Disney for a whole semester. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to meet people, and to meet people my age, because it is a college program, so there's going to be other people my age who I have stuff in common with, and who I can hang out with at the parks, and just build friendships with. I'm very excited for that. And also, working at Disney, I mean, hello? Like, that is I feel like, at least for me, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and not very many people can say that they work at Disney. So, who knows? I am just anticipating my arrival date, and I just figured that now was the best time I could have invested in a camera. I'm just very excited to be creating videos throughout my college experience and throughout my Disney experience for even my friends and family back home to see. So that is one of the main reasons why I decided to invest in a camera, so that I can take it with me. It's gonna be a timeless piece that I'll have with me for many, many years to make memories on and capture just moments of my 20s that I probably wouldn't have had. But I just feel like a picture says so many words, and I feel like this camera is going to take me places and it's going to last me a very long time, and I'm very, very grateful for it and very thankful that I had the opportunity to invest in it. And I'm just very excited to start creating videos. I'm just so excited. I also wanted to share a little bit about myself so that you guys can get to know me. I'm 20 years old. I am a full-time college student, and before the Disney College program, I was working with Publix. In my free time when I'm not working, I love to go to the beach. I love the beach. I love shopping. I like thrifting a lot. I find more at the mall really than thrifting, but I like both. I really enjoy both. Coffee. I am a huge coffee drinker. One of my bigger goals in my future, maybe mid-late 20s, is to open a coffee business. But that is way up in the air. There are so many coffee shops by my town now, I don't even know where to go. So at this point, I've done them all. So yeah, shopping, thrifting, coffee. I like going to coffee shops and reading my Bible a lot. I do that often. I like walking, being active. I like going outside and being in nature. I like reading, even though like sometimes I get out of it and then I get back into it and then I get out of reading again. So I don't really have like a steady relationship with reading, but I need to get back into that. I journal a lot. I really love journaling. It's like calming to me. What else do I like? I like the color pink. How did I forget? My favorite color is pink. My charger is pink. My bed, my blanket is pink. My curtains behind me are pink. My stuffed animal is pink. My pillows are pink. I think if I had to pick one color to describe me, it would be pink, most definitely. Ooh, I also really love listening to music. I mean, I think everyone does. I have never met someone who doesn't like music, but my favorite artist would probably have to be Ariana Grande. I just love her. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Another thing I wanted to add was, so a few days ago, I really got deep in my prayer with God. And I asked him, I prayed to him, I said, God, like, if this is something that, you know, you'll allow for me to do, and that's something that you see me doing, and it's just, I just asked him for his blessing. I asked him that if this was something that was going to be blessed by him and guided by him, and something that I wanted to remain humble in, and not so, you know, I didn't want to make YouTube an idol. I didn't want to idolize making content and making videos, and I wanted to remain with him at the center of this. And I asked him that if it was somewhere that he needed me to be and that he would bless, to show me a monarch butterfly. Let me tell you, I've seen them in my dreams. I've seen them on, you know, YouTube videos. I've seen them on clothings. I've seen them on tattoos. I've seen them everywhere. So if that wasn't God listening, then who was? Because I prayed that in my head. I prayed that in my head. I didn't tell a single soul. I don't know. I'm very excited for this journey, and I can't wait to start making videos and finding my niche and finding my style and finding myself. And I'm very excited, and hopefully my next video will be soon because I am moving in 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm very excited. I just cannot stop saying that. I'm super excited. I think that leads me to the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you'll stick around to see future uploads. I'm very ready for this journey, guys. Yeah.